What's up, YouTube? It's Chris with C-Dub Sports Cards, and we are back today ripping a product that I've never ripped before. I found on eBay these 2 boxes of Bowman University Football 21-22. For those of you who don't know, Bowman U is kind of as it implies, it's college players. So from 21-22, that's now a couple years ago, we'll see who we can find that's made the show and is now a star. Like, I feel that there's going to be, potentially CJ Stroud's and Caleb Williams's, maybe even Cam Ward. Like, even though he just got drafted this year, he did spend 4 years in college, I believe. So I think any of those guys are possibly in here. Bo Nix, one of my favorite guys, so I'm curious to check that out. So we got 2 blaster boxes of Bowman U Football. But we're going to start with our 4 Junk Wax era packs. For those of you guys that missed it, I picked up about 80 random Junk Wax era football and hockey packs for about 50 cents a pack. And for nostalgia value, I'd figure we would rip them. And, all go back to our youth and have a little bit of nostalgia. So here we go with Top Stadium Clubs Football, 1992. There's our propaganda card. Michael Brooks, Matt Baer, Steve Wisniewski, Pete Stoyanovich, James Francis, Jim Everett, Dean Basushi, Wendell Davis, Aaron Craver, Donald Evans, Jeff Bostic, Mike Merriweather, Simon Fletcher, Derek Russell, David Richards. Yeah, we haven't really pulled much from the Stadium Club packs yet. Here's 91 Upper Deck. 91 Upper Deck would be Brett Favre's rookie year. That's the main chase. Looking for Mr. Favre. Hopefully with our 20 or so packs, we can find one Favre. That would be nice, at least. There's a Hall of Famer on the front. Warren Moon, team MVP. Season leaders Derek Thomas, Rodney Holman, John Roper. Some backwards cards for no reason. Star rookie Alvin Harper. That wasn't terrible. Alvin Harper had a decent career. Johnny Holland, Rod Bernstein, Ron Morris. Rookie Nick Bell. Nick Bell did not really have much of a career. Greg Townsend, Michael Carter, and Matt Millen. There you go. There's a guy who went to war that day. Jeez. For those of you who say football isn't rough, his jersey would say otherwise. All right. 91-92 hockey. Now, we have done pretty well with the hockey packs. I must say, we've pulled a bunch of top rookies. Hopefully, we can keep that streak up. That's not a bad one on top. Ziggy Palffy, he had a pretty good career. Team Canada, I'm pretty sure that's his rookie card if I remember correctly. There's the great one. Wayne Gretzky from Team Canada. Like I said, we've been doing really good with these hockey packs. Checklist. Tom Barrasso. Mark Johnson's. Alexander Mogilny. That's his second-year card. Sergei Karin. Oops. Who do we drop there? Jim Hervernick. Brian Sakic. I wonder if he's Joe's brother. Probably is. Patrick LeBeau, rookie. Ken Sutton on the rookie. All kinds of rookies in this pack. And Daryl Shannon. Not bad, though. A Gretzky and a Palffy rookie. We'll take that. And then here's our 92-93 hockey. We've been doing pretty well out of these as well, I must say. Wayne Gretzky Hockey Heroes commemorative sheet offer. If you guys want to send in for that, you can see if they still have them lying around. There's a Lemieux right there on the back. So in these 2 boxes, we've gotten the 2 main stars we're looking for. Trevor Linden, Kyosti Karolinen, something like that. Russ and Jeff Courtnall, Rick Tabaracci, Murray Craven, Doug Gilmore. There's the Lemieux. Bruce Driver. Patrice Brisebois, Teppo Numminen, Kevin Deneen, Marty McSorley, Mario Lemieux Art Haas Trophy winner. 2 Lemieux in the same pack. Sergei Botin, Russian Stars, and Ice Hockey World Championships, Ray LeBlanc. All right. 2 Lemieux in 1 pack. Can't say no to that. Now let's get into this Bowman U Football. I'm really excited for this Bowman U Football. Like I said, I'm pretty sure 4 exclusive pink refractors. I'm pretty sure all the big boys will be in here. You know, maybe there's 1 or 2 that won't, but, you know, if you have to spend 3 years in college, right, to be drafted, to be draft eligible. So, you know, go back 3 years, that's 21, 22 for just about everyone that was drafted. So they should have been freshmen in this set. So yeah, we'll see what we can find. I got these on the eBay. I paid probably about, you know, what they cost new on the shelf. I think I paid about $40 for them. Maybe like $45 with shipping. But like I said, I've never opened it. And I think there's potentially good potential here. So we'll check it out. Oh, we actually even have odds on the side. There we go. There's the odds. So we'll see what we can do here. 4 pink refractors. Who doesn't love the pinks? Here we go. Desmond Ridder. I mean, he got drafted, right? Chase Garbers. I don't think he made it. Mohammed Ibrahim on our pink. I don't know about Mr. Ibrahim. Kenneth Walker III. He definitely made it. And Will Levis. He made it, but, you know, we won't say anything else about Will Levis. Other than he made it. All right. So, yeah, like I said, we should see, for the most part, either familiar names or guys that didn't make it. Like, that's going to kind of be the 2 things in here. By the way, there was more than 4 cards in that pack. Quite a bit more. I just noticed that. John Mechie III. Nick Starkel on, I don't know what this is. Some sort of insert, I guess. I think that's a throwback design. Nick Starkel. Toa Tua. Or Toa Tawa. Is he the guy from Nevada? I think he was the guy from Nevada. I'm from Reno, by the way. That's where UNR plays. So, Mackenzie Milton first. I think he was a running back from Nevada. He's a pretty much a horse. This also feels like more than 5 cards or 4 cards. Brandon Peters. There we go. Look at that. Not a first, but a CJ Stroud numbered card. Numbered 82 of 100. Okay. On, I guess that's some sort of lava. CJ Stroud lava. I wish it was a first. I honestly didn't know that they did Bowman U before this. I thought this was actually the first edition of Bowman U. So I guess that means there is a 2021 Bowman U. I mean, this should be his first. I mean, unless there was a 2021. But a numbered CJ Stroud, that's cool. Tyler Algier on the first. That name sounds familiar. I think he's in the show. DJ Ugalele. I mean, he was supposed to be a big deal. And Tanner McKee first. Yeah, supposed to be a big deal. Not so much. All right. But a CJ Stroud numbered card. That's cool. Out of 100, too. Like I said, we have a box here with what the things are called. Pink, purple, aqua, blue, fuchsia, lava. Lava. 1 in 238 if that's a lava. I think it's a lava. That's not a bad pull. 1 in 200 packs. We definitely don't have 200 packs. We have 14, so we'll call that a win. And, you know, a star in the NFL, like, we can't say no to that. Kennedy Brooks first. Khalil Shakir first. Golden Boy Casey Thompson. I don't think he was a Golden Boy. And Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson and Casey Thompson. Are they brothers? I don't know. The Thompson twins? All right, that was an interesting pack. Not much going on in there. Actually, that pack was probably the worst pack in terms of names. None of those names necessarily rang a bell. That's the thing. Some of these guys, they're not going to have a career in the NFL. Maybe they'll get out of football, or maybe they'll be in the CFL or something. But, there should be some prospects that we definitely know. Chris Rodriguez first. Bijan first. That ain't bad. A pink James Cook. That's a pink to me, not a purple. Let's compare it to the other one. Is that a pink? No, that's a pink. James Cook pink first, though. That's not bad. James Cook is in the NFL. We like that. Jake Haener first. And another Bijan. Wait a minute. Why do we have two Bijans? Bijan, both running backs. Sophomore, Tucson. What's going on here, guys? One says first, one does not say first. They're the same Bijan Robinson. I'm very confused right now. Very, very confused. But we're going to put them both aside. And we'll try to figure that out later. And we'll sleeve up our James Cook Pink. Because we all love Pink. Pretty and Pink. Jake Haener, Chris Rodriguez. Okay. 2 packs left of our first box. Whoa there. Almost knocked over my big stack of junk wax. Deuce Vaughn, he made the show. Kenny Pickett on the first on a refractor. Maybe Kenny Pickett will end up being the starter for Cleveland. J.J. McCarthy, but not a first. And Ahmad Sauce Gardner. See, that was a really good pack. Everybody was in the NFL. Starting cornerback, going to be the starting quarterback for the Minnesota, and a Kenny Pickett refractor. All right. It's a good-looking card. And he's still an NFL quarterback. So we're going to put it in the good pile. He's on a bad team. He could get a start. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Blake Corum, who now plays for the Rams. R.J. Sneed. I don't know about R.J. Matt Corral. There was another guy, that everyone had big hopes of on his first. Spencer Rattler first. Saints could be the starter. And Tyler Freifogel. I don't know Freifogel. He's got a good name, though. He's probably a fry cook now. Freifogel, the fry guy. All right, let's check out the second box. I was pretty happy with box one. Definitely some recognizable names, and that's what I was hoping for. Let's see if we can find some more recognizable names. Hopefully some different ones. We definitely found some NFL quarterbacks. But besides C.J. Stroud, I would say we found backup NFL quarterbacks. So I would like to find, maybe some Caleb Williams if he's in here. Maybe some Cam Ward. Maybe some Jaden Daniels. I don't know. Maybe, let's see what else we can find. Hopefully not get any dupes. Maybe find another nice numbered card like this CJ. Let's see what we can do. 7 more packs. Bowman U Football. Zay Flowers first. He's in the NFL, the Ravens. Graham Mertz. I don't know if he made it or not. He might be a backup somewhere. Ahmad Sauce Gardner on the pink. We'll sleeve that. Kenneth Walker and Will Levis again. So we did see the Kenneth Walker and the Levis, but the other 3 cards... Well, no, we saw the Sauce too, but not in a pink. But a pink Sauce, that's good. One of the best corners in the NFL on the pink. And it's a first. That's what we like to see. C.J. Stroud again. This time it says first. What? Why are some first and some not? That's very confusing. Because look, there's C.J. Stroud there, not on a first. But this one is his first. So is this the first product or not? I don't know. There's Brian Robinson. There's Bijan on the throwback, but doesn't say first. And Hank Bachmeier. I don't know about Mr. Bachmeier. All right, let's sleeve up this Bijan throwback. Looks like we get one throwback per box. I think we got one in the last box, but it definitely was not as good as Bijan. So, all right, Bijan on our throwback. Chris Olave. Connor Bazelic. Pink on JJ. That ain't bad. Pink JJ. Tulia Tagliavoa, his brother. And Kyrus Jackson. Okay. So pink JJ, but like I said, doesn't say first, so we don't know if there is a JJ first or not. We haven't seen the other one. It's kind of weird. They should all be considered his first card if it's the first year. If it's the first year of the product, then everybody should be a first. I'm just being, honest with you, right? Derek Stingley, I'm pretty sure he got drafted. Golden Boy Rattler. Romeo Dobbs, he plays for Green Bay, and he was also a Wolfpack guy. And Dylan Gabriel, who was the third-round pick of the Browns this year. So there's Gabriel. We found him from this year's draft. I don't think Sanders was in here yet, because Sanders was going to Jackson State at the time, and I don't think they were part of this set. So I don't think you can find a Shador. Xavier Worthy first. Tyler Van Dyke first. Pink on the Bijan. Bryce Young first. And Raheem Jarrett. All right. Bryce Young on the first. I forgot about Bryce. There's another, NFL quality quarterback. He's getting better. He was better last year. Bijan on the pink. Let's leave up the Bijan pink. All right. 2 packs left. Shamiri DK first. John Mechie the third. Ahmad Sauce Gardner on our chrome or whatever, our refractor. So we've got the Ahmad Sauce Gardner rainbow going on. And Demervin Leal first. Yeah, we definitely got the Sauce Gardner rainbow going on. So if you guys are Sauce fans, hit me up. You can make a trade for these Sauce first. We got a pink. We got a refractor. Bo Nix first. I told you there'd be a Bo in here. Casey Thompson first. Jank Hayner on the pink. Dalton Kincaid first. And DJ Ugalele. See, I don't know why some say first and some don't, but that's the way it works. We didn't get a numbered card in that box, but we did it in the first box. So, overall, not bad. I mean, like I said, name-wise, we got a whole bunch of starting NFL players like Bo Nix, Ahmad Gardner on the refractor, Bijan on the pink, Bryce Young on the base, JJ on the pink, Bijan on the throwback, CJ Stroud first, Ahmad Sauce Gardner on the pink, Kenny Pickett on the refractor, James Cook first, pink, Bijan base, CJ Stroud out of 100 on the lava. That wasn't bad at all. I thought. I enjoyed that. Maybe I'll pick up some more if I can find them. I'd be kind of curious to know what a hobby box goes for. If I could find one for $100, I'd definitely take a stab at that. There could be some really good autos in there. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you all. Please leave a thumbs up. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave a comment down below. I appreciate you all. You guys all have yourselves a great night, and I'll see you next time.